water, fire, air, and what I think is Earth. I don't know what James is doing. Maybe it's Earth? I don't know. But these are the 4 elements that God created. The creator of the universe made these all individually, just like he made you and me.
That's the remix. That's not how it happened. Boys and girls, Hope Kids, if you don't know me, my name is Cheslyn, and I am very excited to be speaking to you today. Shout out to Agnisha, our kids pastor. She's absolutely amazing. And shout out to the kids team. They are absolutely phenomenal. Dun, dun, dun. I hear you guys are such a vibe. You guys have been playing that song in kids' church. That is so cool. But listen, I want to tell you a story about God. He's so amazing, eh? He's so amazing. He's like the OG. So you know how the elements, the earth, the wind, the air, the fire, the water, those elements, you know how in Avatar, The Last Airbender, it was in there, and in Frozen Part 2, you know, where they're saying, ah, that one, where they spoke about those elements, you know that? But those elements are also in the Bible, but we don't call them elements. We call them things that God created. So in the beginning, and you can read it all in Genesis chapter 1. I'm not going to go through everything. I'm just going to give you bits and pieces of it. And then I'm going to give you an amazing verse that stood out to me. And I want you to take note of this verse. But before we get there, I'm going to start off. So I'm going to walk out and then we're going to start the story. Here we go. In the beginning, there was darkness. God said, let there be light. Let there be light. Cool. God said, let there be light. And there was light. Then God was like, I like this. Let's create the earth. Let's create the earth. Okay, the earth was created. Then God was like, let's create ocean. Ocean. Then God was like, the ocean looks cool, but it's not wavy enough. It's not saying hi to me enough. So let's create the land. And God was like, land. And then there was land. And God was like, the ocean is waving to the land, but the land is not landing on the ocean. It's not landing on the ocean. Get it? Okay, I'm going to move on. So God was like, that's not enough. Let's do the sun, the moon, and the stars. Anybody else like see magicians? Anybody? I love magicians. They are so cool. When I was a child, they were really my favorite people in life. Anybody see them? They do these cool things. I picture God while he was creating the earth as a magician. He was like, oh, let's create some land. Kablamo! There's land. Let's create some ocean. Kablamo! Let's create the sun and the moon and the stars. Moon, stars, sun. Kapah! My sound effects are absolutely amazing. There we go. And then he was like, all of these things are here, but it's still empty. Okay, I'm going to do something cool. I'm going to create whirlpool animals. Blah! And then God created animals. And the animals were there. There was the sun, there was the moon, there was mountains, there was rainforest, there was oceans, there were fishes, there were sharks, there were killer whales, there were other things that look like killer whales. There were normal whales. I don't know, there were white whales, different whales. They were blue. They were that Finding Dory whales that Dory likes to speak to. But God was like, this is not enough, man. God was like, this is not enough. So God was like, okay. He was like, I'm gonna use some chocolate. Anybody, what's your favorite chocolate? Shout it out in the chat box, or if you are in person, shout it out in person. Tempo, Lunch Bar, obvious. Bar 1, 5-star, whatever you name it. Mine is a top deck. So I'm gonna use a top deck as an example. God was like, let me take a top deck. Let me throw some flavor on the earth and let's create human beings. Kablamo! Human being, human being, human being, human being, human being, human being. He said, I'm going to create human beings. And there were two. And those two were Adam and Eve. But here's the verse that I want you guys to take note of. And it's in Genesis 1:26. And this is God. And then it says, then God said, let us make human beings. God said, let us make human beings, which is us. We're absolutely amazing. God said he's going to make us. That's so cool. In our image, to be like us. God said, I'm going to make human beings. They're going to be made in my image. They're going to be made in my image, and they will be like me. They'll be like me. That is absolutely amazing. I don't know if you guys got that, but God said, I'm going to make human beings, and I'm going to make them in my image. And human beings are going to be like God. That is absolutely amazing. And if you don't know it yet, our bottom line today, which our small group leaders will probably tell you, and most people will tell you, is you are made in God's image. And that is absolutely amazing. Oh, kids, I don't care. If people say you are beautiful, not beautiful, you tell them I am beautiful. People say you are not handsome, you tell them I am handsome. People say you are not strong, you tell them I am gebou. You tell them I am strong. I am very strong. Why? Because you are made in God's image. We all have a purpose. But we were all designed and created by God in His image. And oh, kids, I think that is absolutely amazing and beautiful. So here's what I wanted to do. This is very short and easy. I love it because I know our attention span isn't that long. Mine isn't. I'm like SpongeBob now, but that's fine. This is what I want you to remember: is you are made in God's image. Doesn't matter what people tell you. Doesn't matter if people make fun of you, if people call you names, if people say you can't do this, if people say you look a certain way because that's how you look, you can tell them with full confidence, you are made in God's image. And hope, kids, that is the best truth and the amazing truth of our God. Kablamo! Okay. Like God created light in the beginning, I'm going to create darkness now. Oops. Okay. Bye, kids. Peace out. See you guys when I see you. Cool.